Hello YouTube, this is Kuraimano on JT Cool's channel. I am showing you my budget geargia deck. This deck has won me some duels, hasn't been in tournaments, and actually has won me many duels. Insane. I actually beat you Senjus with this, it's insane. First cards I'm going to show you are my augurs. I run 2 of these. Mostly because I can't find a third. But to be fair, just if you draw like Accelerator, which I'll be showing you next, you have a double summon and bam, you got 3 accelerators, 2 augurs, full field, and 2 Xyz. Done right there. Boom. Have a nice day. And I run 3 accelerators. I managed to get 3 accelerators, which was lucky because deals. They come out right when if you have a geargia monster on the field. So even if these 3 were in your hand, you summon 1, you got 2 more coming out in defense. You run 3 of these because they're like the main engine of the deck. They come to your hand, they come out instant Xyz. Done and over with. It's awesome. I run 1 attacker. I run 1 attacker because he doesn't keep the fluency of the deck. He's more there to kind of stop your opponent from using the back row before he has a chance to. Before they have a chance to. So it is like more of a one-time use because once they see it and you reset it, it only has 100 defense and they're going to definitely try to attack it. Most a 2-time use. So good for you if you're able to do that. I would have effect destroyed that personally. Here's your guy Arsenal. I don't use his first effect, the effect where he gains attack for each geargia monster on the field, although that sounds helpful. What you really need to do is tribute him to summon another card from the deck, which I'll actually be showing you next, because I do that. I run 1 geargia armor. Geargia armor is a motivator of the deck. You set him and he can bring out, and he just brings he just searches all the geargia cards you need to bring to your hand. Like augur, you bring augur so you can bring accelerator, so you can special and Xyz, and you're mean. And then I run 2 geargia no's. I run two geargia no's because they come out with a different card, which is actually a trap card, which I'll be talking about later. Their effect is that you tribute them and they bring out a geargia monster, so that's good if you have them, you have a level 4 and them, and one of them, so you tribute that, bring out a level 4, Xyz. This deck is full of Xyz, it's all about Xyz. I don't run a single tuner. Then I run 2 geargia no MK2. This card is very helpful for if you're in a tight spot. I said like. I don't like saying like. Geargia no MK2 summons a geargia monster from your grave or hand. Just summons 1 from your grave or hand. No repercussions except for that. It comes in defense mode. That's not a repercussion. Defense mode's not a big deal in this deck because most of your cards are going to get destroyed if they're not in defense mode, so it's a blessing. Don't knock it. And then I run 1 geargia no MK3. I had the opportunity to run 2, but it would have messed with the flow because I'm already searching a lot. So I'd always get this because I can always search this card in my hand, and you just recycle him using geargia no MK2. Him, geargia no MK2, geargia no or another geargia no MK2, depending what's in your grave or hand, and you just got constant flow. Now we're getting out of the geargias and going to more of the other side of this. I run 2 red gadgets, 2 green gadgets, and 2 yellow gadgets. Obviously for flow. They'll make sure I can always summon a card every turn if I don't draw a geargia monster.
You don't run the trap.
I do not run the trap. The trap is useless in this deck for the fact that I can't get these out fast enough to use it. I run 1 Swift Scarecrow because, well, he's Swift Scarecrow and he just wrecks opponents' thoughts. They overplay their hand. You have geargia no MK2 in hand and they attack you directly. You activate this, and then you summon, clear their field, and they hate it. It's funny. I run 2 Ancient Gears, geargia Dragon, and geargia Golem. I said geargia. Ancient Gear Golem. Ancient Gear Golem is there because his natural effect of not being affected by spell or traps while he's being attacked. Obviously, he's instant beat stick, comes out, destroys. Happy day. Ancient Gear geargia Dragon is more for the fact that I have gear gadgets in my deck. I have gadgets in my deck. His effects depend on the gadget: red, yellow, green. I then run 1 heavy mech support platform, just to equip to a few of the Xyz and/or my Ancient Gears, so they can stay out on the field and get strong. Stay out in the field, get stronger, and if someone decides to try to kill me while I have like 1 card in the field, I can always use this to keep me alive for a turn. I run 1 Ducker Cannon. Ducker Cannon itself is a good card because it'll bring 1 level 4 monster from your grave to your hand. This is good because all the searching power comes from Augur and a couple of Xyz along with armor. Bringing these back from the dead is always a great idea. It has no repercussions because you set it and then it flips and you bring a card to hand. It's awesome. It keeps you alive. And now I'll be moving away from monsters and on to trap cards. This is Rare Metal Morph. I use Rare Metal Morph to up the power of my stronger cards because my stronger cards aren't always as strong as, well, my opponents. I run 1 Call of the Haunted. You all know what that does. I use it to bring back cards like Ancient geargia Dragon and/or my Xyz. So you know, keeping it cool. This is a tricky card. This I normally use to bring out a Geargia No and a MK3, using MK3's effect to bring a card from grave or hand to the field. So I'll have 3 level 4s in the field because this ups each monster's level by 3 that it summons. So it summons 2 Geargia monsters, instant Xyz, Trap Hole, because it's Trap Hole and I don't want to deal with strong cards. I know I'm wimpy. And then we have Point Guard. Point Guard. It's Pinpoint Guard. I never noticed that. So Pinpoint Guard. Pinpoint Guard is used to stop the attack. Like I would use it to stop a direct attack. And then I'd use it to Xyz another card. I bring a level 4 Xyz, and that just leaves them speechless because you decide to stop their attack, and then next turn you get to Xyz. Awesome, right? Run Mirror Force. You all know why I run Mirror Force. I run 1 Rollout. I use Rollout in tandem with Heavy Mech Support platform. He's actually right there, so yeah. In case you're wondering, it's because I want to live another turn and they're about to destroy my best card. 1 Fissure. I run 1 Fissure because you don't always their best cards not always is normally the weaker card nowadays. I'm just saying this because the weaker cards are now getting more and more gnarlier effects, and I just am hating it. I get destroyed by Shaddolls. Then again, I've seen people spend $200 on a deck just to kill people. I run 1 Double Summon, most because I can't get another Double Summon because I don't know where. Any suggestions? Leave in the comments below. So Double Summon is self-explanatory. I use it to bring out like 2 gadgets in a turn, so I can draw search 2 gadgets and then Xyz summon. So I search another card, special summon, etc. I run 1 Ancient Gear Workshop. I use this on Ancient Gear Golem because he just can't be special summoned. It's an annoying effect, but he can't be. That's why Call of the Haunted is for my stronger cards, but not Ancient Gear. I use Smashing Ground because of how this works. I want their strongest cards gone, and a lot of strong cards have the highest defense. Not always, but it happens constantly. Then I run one limited removal. Obviously for that hoping OTK that I get. If I get this in hand with the right cards, OTK. Special summon, double, and I win. I run one ancient gear castle to increase my gear's attack. Plus it acts as a sacrifice, so I can have this on the field because I don't run too much. My back row doesn't come into play too much because I'm too busy drawing more and more monsters. So I'll keep this on the field to summon ancient gear easier. I run one card trader, for obviously in case I really get a really bad hand and I just want to get rid of a card. I run one machine assembly line. Machine assembly line's great for the fact that you can get rid of it to bring back a monster, which will allow you to do another Xyz summon. This deck's all about Xyz. All the Xyz. I run 2 gear towns. These 2 gear towns are to keep the ancient gears, well, in my hand, so they can come back out through me special summoning them tribute. The ancient gears are a big part of the deck because I need power and they give me that power. 1 summon completed. That's pretty obvious. It literally just increases your monster's attack. 7 completed is strictly machine, so there's not really much backfire. There is no backfire. Now we'll get to the extra deck, you know, special colored cards. First we got 1 geargia XG. Geargia XG is probably the best geargia in the whole deck. His effect is to get rid of one of these materials during battle between machine type and including machine type. Your opponent's field effect all face-up cards on the opponent's field are negated, and they cannot activate any spells or traps, which means you have a free hit. It's a perfectly great free hit, canceling out like cards like Maiden and cards that can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. This card can really screw with the strategy of delays. I run 2 Gigant X. Gear Gigant X. This card is like instant search. You always get this card out first. You always search. You always get more cards out all the time. It's insane. If you're able to get these both out first turn, your opponent's gonna be kind of angry with you because you just searched 2 more cards, especially summon later. I run 2 Wind Up Zen. Decent attack, level 4. Okay effect. So it keeps my cards sane. So they don't just randomly die on me, or they don't just do damage to me. Like I special summon the geargia. I normal summon MK2, special MK3, special geargia. No, MK2 is an attack. You use this to put it into defense. This keeps you from taking a lot of damage. Then I run 1 number 80. Number 80 is used to increase the attack. I equip him. He just makes my cards decent. He makes them so they do have a fighting chance, which I need because budget deck. I run 1 Gemknight Pearl, low cost, 2 level 4. Has a high attack, comes out real quick. He does damage. This deck is really fast. You have to be fast. If it's not fast, you're not going to win. 1 number 50 Black Ship of Corn. This is another option to do like 3rd summon. After the 2 Giant X's are out, you'd special summon this to make sure your opponent can't like sacrifice, tribute, or synchro, Xyz. Any card with an attack equal or lower to this is susceptible to this. I run Utopia, C39, and S39. I don't use these cards too much. almost forgot, I also run one C39 Utopia Ray V.
Only if you.
I only use this. This is the only combo for Le Coup de Gras. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much a final move. If I'm stuck in a bind, I'll use Utopia S39 to clear your opponent's out of the field. They're special summoners. C39, if, well, you don't just go C39, you go C39 then C39 Utopia Ray V to attack them, destroy them as fast as possible, and hope they don't have repercussions. With all Xyz, like with all Xyz decks. I run one Grenosaurus. It's because of the whole geargia MK2 effect where it comes to the field face up. Problem with that is that it has a very low attack. This will keep the attack high, and or you can put it in defense for some defense. It has a decent defense compared to its attack. Comes out quick, only 3 stars, 2 monsters. Keeps you flowing. This is the geargia deck. This deck is made to be a quick kill. If you take too long, you are going to lose. You make your hand in this deck. Whoever tells you that if you have a really bad hand, you can't come back with this deck, you make your hand. You Xyz summon, you you search, summon, Xyz, destroy as fast as possible. Speed really counts in this deck. Kuraimono, signing off.